Hello everyone. In this presentation, we are going to look on what is whistleblowing, the importance of whistleblowing, the different types of whistleblowing, different types of whistleblower protections, jurisdictional differences in whistleblowing between the countries like USA, Canada, and UK. Starting off with a statement from the former US President Barack Obama. Often the best source of information about waste, fraud, and abuse in government is an existing government employee committed to public integrity and willing to speak out. I believe this applies to other organizations as well, not only the government side. Coming to what is whistleblowing. Whistleblowing is the reporting of wrongdoing, fraud, corruption, abuse, or acts that are dangerous to public safety and health to appropriate authority. It includes exposing information on corporate crimes from tax fraud to illegal workplace practices that may affect the company's shareholders, customers, taxpayers, institutions, or governments. For instance, an employee may report a case of harassment among employees to the HR department. They may also report an unethical industry practices in the company to external authorities. Coming to the importance of whistleblowing. The importance of whistleblowing cannot be overstated. Whistleblowers plays a vital role in exposing wrongdoings, preventing harm, and promoting ethical conduct within the organization. By speaking up, they help protect the rights and well-being of the employees, customers, and the public. Let's look upon a real-life story of a whistleblower. Peter Buxton is a whistleblower who exposed the Tuskegee syphilis study. This study is 40 years of human experimentation in America. Their goal was to observe the natural history of untreated syphilis in African American populations especially, but the check is that the subjects were completely unaware of this study, and instead they were told they were receiving treatment for bad blood. Some of the men with the syphilis were given treatments available at the time, including arsenic and mercury, which ranged from mildly effective to toxic. The other infected men in the study received no treatment for the syphilis at all. When syphilis isn't treated, it can cause permanent organ damage, paralysis, blindness, severe mental illness, and even death. Peter Buxton's courageous actions in exposing the Tuskegee syphilis study highlight the critical importance of whistleblowing in safeguarding human rights, ethics, and public health. Whistleblowing can prevent harm and save lives by bringing attention to dangerous practices, defective products, or unethical behavior. Buxton's disclosure of the Tuskegee study's unethical practices halted the ongoing harm caused by the study and led to reform to prevent similar abuses in the future. Whistleblowing serves as the vital mechanism for accountability, transparency, and the protection for vulnerable populations. Buxton's decision to speak out against the unethical conduct of the study demonstrates the reasons why whistleblowing is essential. Whistleblowing can protect vulnerable populations from exploitation, discrimination, or abuse. In the case of Tuskegee syphilis study, Buxton's actions exposed the mistreatment of African American population men, led to reform to protect human subjects in medical research. The history of Tuskegee study is just one valid reason why African American communities still mistrust the healthcare system, The horrors experienced by the African American men and their families in Macon County shows how privileged supremacy and racial injustice are systematic issues with the life or death consequences. Now let's dive into the different types of whistleblowing. There are like major three types of whistleblowing. One is internal whistleblowing, external whistleblowing, and cyber whistleblowing. Internal whistleblowing: when an employee alerts another individual inside the company about the workplace wrongdoing, usually this individual is a senior official or a professional. In internal whistleblowing is the most common form where an employee reports wrongdoing to another party within the organization. Employees are encouraged to follow their employer's whistleblowing policy to ensure effective handling of the report. This process promotes accountability within the organization and provides opportunities for addressing issues internally. Let's move on to the external whistleblowing. The act of informing a third party, such as police, a law office, or the media about the wrongdoing or corruption in the company, is known as an external whistleblowing. External whistleblowing involves reporting the incident to the outside source of the organization. Uh, Employees must respond reasonably believe that the malpractice falls within the remit of the organization they are reporting to. Examples include reporting health and safety complaints to the health and safety executive or financial misconduct to regulatory agencies. Coming to the cyber whistleblowing, this form of whistleblowing has evolved alongside the increased risk of security and storage of data online. These types of whistleblowing cases can involve security breaches, unsecure practices, encryption deficiencies, and being hacked. Employees play a crucial role in safeguarding sensitive information and reporting cyber-related malpractices to appropriate authorities or IT departments. Whistleblowing in all its forms is essential for uncovering wrongdoings, preventing harm, and promoting accountability. Internal whistleblowing fosters a culture of transparency and integrity within organizations. External whistleblowing ensures that malpractices are addressed by relevant authorities and regulatory bodies. Cyber whistleblowing helps mitigate cybersecurity risks and protects sensitive information from unauthorized access or misuse. Your qualifying disclosure must show one or more of the following types of malpractices with the reasonable belief that act has taken place, is currently taking place, or is likely to take place in the future. What situations can result in whistleblowing? This the following examples of whistleblowing in workplace qualify as the Protected Disclosure Act under Public Disclosure Act 1998. Reporting first is the health and safety reporting. Reporting unsafe working conditions, failure to provide necessary safety equipment, or violations of health regulations in food handling industries comes under the health and safety. Moving on to the damage to environment. Reporting environmental violations such as pollution, illegal disposal of hazardous waste, or failure to comply with the environmental regulations or comes under to damage to environment. The next is criminal offense. Reporting illegal activities such as fraud, embezzlement, or bribery, or other criminal acts committed by the individual or the organization itself. Reporting activities such as regulatory non-compliance, tax evasion, or any other unlawful behavior that could harm the public interest comes under the breaking the law. Now let's explore the jurisdictional differences in whistleblowing between Canada, USA, and UK. Each country has its own laws and regulations governing whistleblowing, which can impact the rights and protection afforded to whistleblowers. The jurisdictional differences in whistleblowing laws between Canada and the US, UK highlight the importance of understanding local regulations and best practices. In Canada, whistleblowing protection is primarily governed by the Public Servants Disclosure Protection Act (PSDPA), and the usually in Canada, whistleblowing is primarily regulated at the provincial level, with each province having its own legislations. Coming to the US, key legislations include the Whistleblower Protection Act (WPA) and the Sarbanes-Oxley Act and the Dodd-Frank Act for the corporate whistleblowers. In UK, Whistleblowing Protection Act is primarily governed by the Public Interest Disclosure Act (PITA). And in Canada, whistleblowers may choose to remain anonymous during the initial stage of reporting, but their identity may be disclosed during the investigations. In the USA, whistleblowers program like CSEs allows for anonymous reporting, offering confidentiality protections. In UK, on the other hand, allows anonymous reporting under PIDA, but it may limit the effectiveness of the investigations. By promoting a culture of integrity and accountability and ensuring compliance with relevant laws, organizations can better protect whistleblowers and prevent wrongdoings. In conclusion, whistleblowing is a crucial tool for promoting transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct in organizations. Whistleblowers deserve robust protections to ensure their reports are heard and acted upon. Understanding the different types of whistleblower protections and jurisdictional differences is essential for safeguarding the rights of whistleblowers across the globe. These are all the references that I took for this presentation. You can check on that Word file that I will upload on the later. Thank you.